Hey folks, so you're invited to a 4th of July barbecue and you were asked to bring something and you're pretty much tired of bringing that cheesecake, that store-bought thing, and you want to try something different. I want to take you through a crowd-pleasing recipe of sausage and pepper, but the full tray, so you can make everyone happy. Let's do it. Okay, so let me take you through what you're going to need. So the first thing is the Italian sausage. So what I'm using here is Italian sweet sausage. You can get it with fennel, you can use hot sausage, do what you like. But I feel like the sausage without fennel is going to be the most universal one that most people won't push back on. It's very safe for a barbecue. Now, I'm using a combination of red and green peppers because I like the way it looks in the finished pan. But I also throw in these colored ones, an orange and a yellow. Just one. It adds to the overall aesthetic look of it. One pro tip is sometimes the red pepper comes with this little sticker. You want to take this off. You don't want to have someone find this in your tray. Not that that's happened to me. So there's 12 of these peppers, and I'm also using 8 yellow onions. In addition to that, I'm using, I would say about a full head of garlic, maybe almost a full head of garlic. I don't like my sausage and pepper too garlicky, so you can adjust that to taste. I'm also going to add some basil. I also add some capers, a bay leaf that I don't have shown, and one key part that I'm not showing here is a little bit of tomato paste, which gives it that little red flavor. Okay, so what you want to do here is get the oil in the bottom of the pan, because the first step is we're going to brown the sausage, which serves 2 purposes really. First one, brown food tastes better and it looks better. I think that's important because when it's not brown, it's going to sit in the mixture and look pale. The other benefit is the grease and the grit of the sausage is going to make a nice base for the remaining sauce that you're going to use. All right. Looks like the oil's getting nice and hot. One thing I didn't mention before is I'm using about 36 links. So 3 dozen sausage will look nice and full in the pan. Here we go. Let's throw one in. Hear that? That's what you want to hear. And you want to get them in, but you don't want to crowd them. So it's going to take a little process to brown them all. All right, so you want to get them all fired up. Listen to that sound. They're getting going. Okay, let's take a peek. See, they're still a little pale. Let's keep going. All right, yeah, that's what it's getting there. That's what we're looking for. A nice color. Okay, when they're ready, you want to take them out and put them aside. You want to make room for the next batch. Now that you have your sausage browned, it's very important how we cut these vegetables. Don't forget this sticker. Very important. You want to have a nice waste basket here so you're not going all over the place. You can cut the top off and just cut into nice little pieces like this. Put that, you want to keep those. You want to get rid of these. You want to take out the core and the seeds. Cut it in half. You want to take this little core out that's bitter. Now, believe it or not, the width of this is very important because when you saute it and it melts down, you want it to be long, cylindric, thin strips, not too thin, but not too thick. So what I think is proper is just like this. This length, like a finger. And that's perfect size. I'm going to break these down. You could go a little smaller than this, but this is roughly around where you want to. Okay, now for the onion. Very important part as well. Similarly, you need to cut it the right way. So you want to take this peel off real quick. Be careful, you don't want to waste the onion. So you want to take a thin layer off. There's fancy ways to take it off, but that's okay. Get rid of the cores. Now, as opposed to the peppers, you want to make it a little thicker. If you make it too thin, like if you were cutting French onion soup, for example, if you've done that before and you julienne it really thin, it's going to melt. So similar to the pepper, it's like a finger, but you want to make it a little wider. So I go along the onion here, cut it in half to give yourself some room. And then you want to make a cut like this. This is actually pretty good. See, it's thicker. It's almost 2 finger lengths. And then you break it apart like this. And it's okay if they're not uniform. Actually, some thicker pieces actually work nice because they'll be bigger in the finished product. All right, so I'm just gonna break these down just like that. All right, now that we got everything cut up, this is what I was talking about. This grease and oil, I should say, has the residue from the sausage that we browned. I feel like it gives the sauce a little flavor. I guess if you want to clean it up, you can try doing it a different way, but this works for me. All right, now let's put our beautiful ingredients in. Now I've put chicken stock in this, chicken broth, but lately I feel like water is just enough. Just 1 cup just to get everything going. Because these vegetables are going to leave a lot of moisture once they break down. And we used a decent amount of oil to fry up the sausage. So now we just got to cover this. One thing I like to do is put a nice pinch, healthy pinch, and a half of kosher salt. All right, let's take a look. All right, I hear a nice sound. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Vegetables are breaking down nicely. See, I don't know if you can see a picture of the liquid. I would say it's not clear. It's more like an orange tint, you know, from the vegetables. But it's on its way. It's looking wonderful. Let's cover it up. It's not ready yet. Oh, baby. Yep, this is what you want to see. Everything is breaking down nicely. And it's looking really good. I don't know if you could see the liquid, but it's more like a yellow. I think I said it was orangey. I would classify it more as yellow. But the reason why I mentioned that is for the next step. But first we're going to do something. We're going to incorporate the sausage back in. So I took the liberty of cutting it off camera, but I made them into longer surface area instead of them cutting them right across. I think they fit on the plate a little better. It's also a little more pro move, but let's dump that back in. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. That is, I wish you could smell this. What I'm looking for now is like the ratios of the peppers to the and onions to the sausage, and it looks pretty good. You know, I don't think one is drowning out the other. Just to refresh your memory, I used 12 peppers and 8 onions for this, and 36 sausage. That's looking pretty good. I'm happy with the way that looks. Now, I mentioned the color a few times, and the reason why is this next step. I like to make the sauce of this a little on the red side. So what you see here is tomato paste. There's probably like 4 ounces here, maybe a little less. The issue with this, if you go too heavy on it, you can't take it back. So if you don't want it too much like a red sauce, you want to be cautious. But to my eye, this is pretty much what I use, which is a little small 6-ounce can. And this looks about right to me. But like I said, once you go past the sauce level you want, there's no really recovering it. So you want to be pretty spot on. Then again, it's really nice if it's saucy too. If you like a heavy sauce, like red appearance to this dish, then go ahead and add as much as you want. I do add a lot of red, paste into my hot sausage mixture when it's a little different than this. But this, I think, is just the right amount. And then you incorporate that in. It'll take a little time for the paste to make its way into the sauce, so don't judge it too early. You really want to give it some time to do its thing before you assess the color. But I'm feeling good about this. Let's add a little more salt. Handful more fresh basil. Okay, let's take a peek. Oh yeah. It's looking pretty good. I want to show you the sauce. See, that's the color I like. See, it's more red. You could certainly go redder if you want, and you would just add more paste. But to me, this looks like the right amount of color for me. All right, let's do a check. Oh, baby. Yeah, that looks good. So if you want to know when it's done, the peppers is all you have to really account for. See, these still a little firm, so it's got to cook a little bit more. And the way you could taste it is really the juice is the key. Okay, so it's done. Let's see how much liquid that produced. That was just 1 cup. All right, let's plate it. Yeah, I like to use a slotted spoon because there's a lot of liquid. And you just put it right in. Oh, look at that. You can always add the liquid after. I'm assessing. I like the vegetable to sausage ratio. It looks good. The only thing I would say is the sausage fell apart a little bit too much. I may have used not a sharp knife to cut them, but it's more than good. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's do the next one. I like to use the half pans here because the liquid, and if you saw the way my wife drives, it'll be all over the back of the car. So, you know, do what you want otherwise. How is it? Is it good? Mm-hmm. All right. Here we go. I think both plates look pretty equal. What do you think, sis?
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
So there you have it, beautiful people. The full tray. Go ahead, bring it to the party and enjoy it. Until next time, remember, Bart loves food, and you can do this.